All right, guys, Will here. I'm going to go ahead and show you a video that my company produced for Ghirardelli chocolate. So let's go ahead and watch it first, and then we can talk through it. We'll talk through our decisions and stuff like that. Here we go.
You have to be passionate about your job. It's something that you spend almost as much time as you do in your social life. So if you're going to be looking at something, working with something 40 hours a week, you've got to love it. Chocolate is a reward. It's a little pick-me-up.
It's a different food product where you have to do a lot of processing or manipulation, but that gives you a lot of creativity.
You know, and Ghirardelli has such a great reputation. It has this really emotional feel to it. I'm so proud of our chocolate. We go leaps and bounds to make it absolutely as perfect as we can.
The chocolate alone speaks for itself, and I think that's what makes us special.
We work in an environment where we have these premium values and we really try to extol the virtues of the product, but at the end of the day, it's the people who are behind that make it fun, exciting, and interesting.
We're actually quite a small to mid-sized company.
You kind of have your identity here versus in a bigger company, you can feel really lost.
It's just the best group of people that I've ever worked with.
And it really makes it like a family.
It's quality operation, the people work well together, everybody believes in the product, they believe in the brand.
You're all kind of pushing towards the same goal. You know, we all want Ghirardelli to perform. We'll ask feedback for others, and you know, it's nice to have someone ask for your opinion. You feel valued. You feel that someone wants your input.
Everything that we develop goes through internal sensory. And we really value that feedback because you're helping develop this product.
You get to taste them in the office. You see them from birth to launch, and then actually seeing them in the store is just a whole another level of satisfaction. It starts with just a little glimmer in your eye, and then there it is on the shelf waiting for someone to pick it up.
People are able to take what you provided and make it something special to them. That just gives me a good feeling. This is how Ghirardelli operates. These are the things that are important to the company, and it's about being premium in everything that we do.
I work for Ghirardelli because I believe in the product we make and the people that make it.
I work for Ghirardelli because I'm passionate about the chocolate.
I work for Ghirardelli because it's a premium brand and the people matter here.
I work for Ghirardelli because they support me.
I work for Ghirardelli because when I walk into this building, there is something new, exciting, and fun.
I like to work at Ghirardelli because I love the people here and it's fun to make chocolate.
Oh, I love that song. All right, cool. So let's just let's rewind all the way back, and here I'm going to go ahead and mute it, and I'll just play. So generally, let me just talk about why we made this video. Basically, we were asked to produce a video that the Human Resources department could use for their website, for new recruitment, for new people that came in to actually work there. And they wanted it to be more than just a talking head commercial. Basically, like, they wanted it to be a sort of, like, you know, something with heart, something that like kind of really came across to their new hires, got them excited about working there. Originally, there was just these really plain interviews about people talking about their work there and what they like doing there. So our concept was to, here I'll just fast forward, was to take these several people, and you can see here we have Kim in operations and several others, and basically what we did was we decided we'd do these living portraits that you can see here, and take those living portraits and put them across at the end here and interview them, but all we interviewed them was just audio. We did the audio, and we kind of made sure to hit on special points, basically, and make sure that you know, we got some heartfelt messages. So then we ended up just shooting their faces in that sort of look, in that sort of interviewee, like portrait-y look. Not necessarily, sorry, not interview, just more portrait-y look. So it just kind of, living portraits, I guess, is what it is. Is like there's photos of portraits of people, but it's kind of nice to see them smiling, like this guy here. And then at the beginning, you know, you start to hear them actually speak. And then we also got to spend time with them and their coworkers. So you can see here's Kim and someone from HR. We got to follow them around for the day and kind of see what they were each doing after we had interviewed them and talked to them, so we could make sure we got those specific shots. The big thing with this project was really just knowing that we were going to go in, we were going to find specific subjects, we interviewed them, and then we listened to what they talked about in their interviews to make sure that our shots coincided with what they were speaking about. So in addition to that, we also got all this wonderful, beautiful footage of chocolate and in the factory and stuff like that. Like this shot of, here we go, this shot of the chocolate here has been used like for everything that they're doing at this point. So yeah, so I think the big thing here is to kind of take away the fact that like it meant more to new recruits and getting more people there to hear from people that actually love working there and love working with chocolate, and the story here and the emotion is much more important, and that is what kind of informed how we shot it. We ended up deciding to go with the 2.4 aspect to make it more cinematic, which you know, in my mind, cinematics, movies, it's just more magical, really. So that 2.4 frame helped with the magic, and we just did a lot of lock-off shots. So everything's very well composed. It's just very, like, pacing-wise, has a nice pace to it and has a nice, really clean, calming, kind of calming perspective. So you can see there's a lot of people here, the people that design the boxes and the people that are working in the factory. It's really just a good collection of everyone that's working here, and that really spoke to our client. Our client ended up really liking this, and we actually got to do more videos for them. This was really our big pilot video that they really enjoyed and liked, and we were able to build off it. One other thing to think about with this really was done with just 3 of us. I ended up producing this video for our production company. We had someone else help me direct and shoot it, and we did audio ourselves. So we took a camera up there with some prime lenses. We had very minimal lighting. We mostly used natural light, and we did audio ourselves by just doing an interview with a Zoom H4n, and this was actually done on a bigger camera. We rented a bigger red camera for this job just to help out with low light situations and just general dynamicness, and I think the color kind of came out really well. In other videos, I'll talk more about technical stuff, but this video really, really got the message across that we wanted to get, and it really impressed the client. We went through a lot for this. We did a lot of pre-production. We pitched an idea. We had a budget. We got it approved. You know, I paid a couple of vendors guys to come out and help me. Had to get permits. We had to get license agreements. Like, it was a big job, but the story and the quality and the love is really all there, and I think that's really what they were going for. My favorite thing about this piece, amongst all our other pieces that we've done for our company, is just the compositions and the cinematography as far as framing, as far as leading lines, as far as rule of thirds, as far as making your shots look interesting. It really does get all of that across. And that can really be a big, big thing that makes your video better, is just making sure your shots are just beautiful. Like, they're just gorgeous, have foreground. You can see this shot, there's a lot of foreground, moving parts, symmetry, composition, a little bit of movement, faces. A lot of the way you compose your shot can go a long, long way. And then when you add in these quality interviews and talking points with people, it really just, it gets pulled all together, and it's just a beautiful video. Super proud of it. And yeah, thanks for checking this one out. I think in future segments, I'm going to go ahead and break down some other videos where we'll talk more about technical stuff. Thanks.